Lakers in a second. But first, we got to talk about Nick's jacket and his sleeper in NBA awards ballot. Jazz guard Jordan Clarkson awarded the Sixth Man of the Year trophy. Here was Clarkson last night when he found out.
And number 3, how many Utah Jazz players have won it?
0. 1.
Oh, who's the one?
Man. Yeah. Yo. No, bro.
That's true.
Oh, yo. Congrats, bro. No,
awesome,
bro.
Man.
Very well deserved. Oh, we're out of shot here. Go down so they can see your pretty face.
Yo, that's why you wore the shirt, man.
Yeah, I changed when I got here.
I wanted the Joe shirt. Oh, no, man. Hey, yo, appreciate you throwing me that ball, man.
Very well deserved.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. I love it. Clarkson and teammate Joe Ingles finished in top 2 in the voting, followed by D. Rose and Jalen Brunson. Nick, you almost nailed this one. Did the voters get this right with 2 Jazz guys at the top?
No, I did nail this one. I had Clarkson, Brunson, Rose as my ballot, which was returned to sender. Joe Ingles had an amazing year. Joe Ingles started 30 games. He only played in 67. He started 30 of them. He's not a sixth man. So this is further evidence that one of those votes should be taken away and given to me, because I was aligned on Brunson and Rose and Clarkson with the voters, and I evidently knew that Joe Ingles essentially shouldn't have been eligible for the award because he started almost half the games. So my ballot was obviously the right one. I'm glad the right winner won. Derrick Rose, I'm glad he did well as well.
Wow.
Jalen Brunson's fine. But yeah, my ballot was better. My ballot was better. No, we don't need to talk about it anymore. No wilds, nothing. We just move on.
Yes, wilds. I am tired of hearing about the MVP vote and, now the 6-man ballot vote. Can you call your people at the NBA office and the NBA headquarters and get this man to vote, please? Please.
He tried.
Help him out.
They won't do it.
It goes straight to voicemail, buddy. Straight to voicemail. Sorry. They know I'm calling about Nick's vote. Straight to voicemail.
And nobody checks voicemail. Can we please welcome in Sarah Kustok to the conversation? Sarah, good morning.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Good morning.
Let's talk some Lakers Clippers.
Thanks for having me. Nick, I'll vouch
Both
for you.
LA teams.
Thanks, Sarah.
There you go. You got Kustok on your side. Both Lakers and Clippers find themselves down 0-1 in their series, both gearing up for a very big Game 2 tonight. Sarah, I'll start with you. Who needs a Game 2 win more, Lakers or Clippers?
Jenna, to me, there is no question that it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Let's start with the Lakers side of things first. I think LeBron is probably most comfortable having dropped the first game in this series. There's a variety of factors when it comes to Los Angeles, whether it's adjustments they could still make, moving Anthony Davis to playing more of the 5, namely that what we would anticipate out of him. DeAndre Ayton was spectacular in his playoff debut, but I feel like we are going to see more of the Anthony Davis that we would come to expect in that aspect of things. And just overall for the Lakers, Frank Vogel, this coaching staff, their ability to adjust, give credit and respect to the Phoenix Suns, because I think they are a tremendous team. I had expectations this was going to be a long, challenging series. But what do we always say when it comes to the playoffs? Protect home court. Phoenix is the number 2 seed, and they did exactly what they were supposed to do, protect their home floor, which flips it to the other side of things with the Clippers. Who was the top seed in that series? It was the Los Angeles Clippers. And you think about dating back to where their mentals are at, given the fact that we saw that bubble 3-1 collapse. Right. Now they've lost 4 straight playoff games. Starts to then ink into their head, okay, wait a second. This is a Dallas team who is supremely confident, who the Mavs probably felt like they should have beat them in the bubble last year, given the fact that Luka was injured towards the end of it. Kristaps Porzingis wasn't playing. And yeah, Nick, you said it, in a playoff series, do you have the best guy? Luka Doncic owns this team, and we've seen it no matter who you match up against. I know Ty Lue alluded to the fact that we'll probably likely see Kawhi Leonard more on Luka during this game, but I don't think it matters. He's able to pick apart a defense regardless of who they're showing, what they're doing. They thought they were going to be tricky with the switching, and what did it end up being? A lot of Zubats trying to stop Doncic, and it was good night. And so I think as you look at Rick Carlisle, what he's able to do, the way the rest of this Mavs team has been playing, you got Kristaps Porzingis. You got Tim Hardaway Jr., who's playing so much better. Nick just talked about what Jalen Brunson has been able to do. Dorian Finney-Smith has been excellent. It's been fun to watch his development. But for so many reasons, Luka Doncic, and Nick, I know you call him your, large Slovenian son, but you know as well as I do that from the time we talked about this, from the time I was watching highlights of him in the EuroLeague, he is just a special talent, and he continues to thrive in these big moments. So does that mean the Clippers can't come back and win tonight? No, it doesn't, but they better if they want to have a chance.
But they have to. But that's the thing, is they have to win. Just very quickly on the Lakers, Sarah's point about home court's the critical one. Here's an interesting fact. If the Lakers win tonight, then you look at the Jazz, just go through the top seeds in the West. The Jazz, the Suns, the Nuggets, the Clippers. None of those teams will have home court remaining in their series. The Lakers will. If the Lakers win tonight, it's a tied series with 3 of the last 5 in LA. So if you lose the first game as the home team, game 2 becomes super critical. If you lose the first game as the road team, you're expected to. And on the Clippers side of things, though, Luka has now played 13 career games against the Clippers. They've stopped him once, and it's when they injured him. He's averaging 31, 10, and 10 in 13 games against these guys. They have no answer. And Brandon, I know you're adamant that the bubble was the bubble and that we need to leave that there.
Yep.
Even if I don't necessarily agree with that, but let's just say I do. If you fall down 0-2 as a team that opted for this matchup, when you know Kawhi is still, a pending free agent theoretically, things get awful tight with the Clippers. So to me, both of these teams, to be clear, need to win, but the Clippers have to win tonight.
Oh, I push back on you and Sarah. Look, you're right there when it comes down to both teams desperately needing to win tonight. But when you look at the Clippers, yes, it's going to be intriguing if they lose this series. But when you think about who they're playing against in the matchup, Luka's playing phenomenal. But I trust them, and I'm more confident in the Clippers coming back from an 0-2 deficit than the Lakers. The Lakers right now need this game more than the Clippers because the Suns are better. Like right now, the Suns are a better team. You cannot fall behind 0-2 to the Suns, who are a better team. Why? Because AD, I know you said, Sarah, you're confident AD playing better, but he hasn't shown us that all year. And then LeBron James, what are we going to get out of LeBron James? How is he going to get his teammates involved? Because we know he's not 100%. So, the Lakers absolutely need this more than the Clippers, Wilds, because if they fall down 0-2, this series is over.
Sarah, what's your take on the Clippers' momentum? They haven't won a game since May 13th, which is almost 2 weeks ago since they threw those games against the Rockets and Thunder. I don't know, they didn't throw the games. Let's say I strike that from the record. They did not throw the games. They prioritized health. Prioritizing health. So what is your take on the fact that, they look around all right, we lost those 2 games. We lost this one. We're basically on a 3-game losing streak. We know that this team is not one that is prone to dig itself out of a hole or sort of claw back. Their history is more of either letting leads collapse or kind of just folding like we saw last year in the bubble. So what's your take on the Clippers' momentum?
Kevin, to me, that's everything. And we know so often, you go in the locker room, and Brandon, as players, it's about chasing a feeling. And you feel that. You feel differently in your bones when you come away with a win or when you lose. And it's not just about this moment, but the Clippers have not felt that for a while. And Kawhi Leonard was one of the first to say, I think it was one of his pressers prior to the playoffs. He said, for us, it's all in between the ears. It's all about the mental game, because I think they are aware that that's a facet of question for them. Do we trust this team? And I'll be the first to say that last year, and you know this because I was saying it on the show, I was all in on the Clippers. And the Clippers